Hey guys, how are you today? So today is my cleaning day, the big clean before Christmas. You know, you have to have the house smelling good, dig into the closets, check under the bed and all that. And I just finished showering and I did my face. So my face is a bit red. Yeah, it's red. But while I was cleaning today, one of the most important zones for me was cleaning my perfume sections. And I want to talk a little bit about that. But so you guys know, before the end of the year, I've been wanting to make a video about personal hygiene, which is a necessity at this point. So before the end of the year, I'm going to cover both male and female. And trust me, there are some women that think they know certain things, but don't know certain things. So we're going to cover every single thing. And yes, it might get a little bit graphic for some, so viewers' discretion. But let's get into it. Now, when it comes to perfume, you know, a lot of people, you know, I see them on the internet, you know, showcasing their perfumes and all that. And it is impressive, the collection. And I can't lie, I was one of those people who, if I liked a perfume, I just bought a bunch of different ones because I wanted to grow my collection. But I promise you guys, it's not necessary. Every person should have at least minimum of 5 perfumes, maximum of 15. Okay. And there are reasons behind what I said. But let me show you my collection real quick. So this is my collection right here. Yeah, those boxes are full because when I like something I buy extra. So my perfume collection ranges from really expensive, these ones, this one, I just opened this, I wanted to open it on my birthday, but I did that today. I want to go into the new year with that, to perfumes that are cheaper, like this is the Latafa collection, I think, I'm not sure, but this is just 48,000. This could get to close to 900k right now, so you understand, I mix them up. Yeah, those are my babies. Now, when I say the internet has been pressuring a lot of people, you know, they make you feel like, oh, you need to have a big galaxy of perfumes and all that. And let me tell you why you shouldn't do that. See, as much as we want our shelves to look good and our tables to look fantastic, and it's also a show off in a way, let's not lie. But listen, most of these perfumes, some of them I have had for quite a long time, and some of them, even if they were expensive, they did not have good shelf life. And what I mean by that is that when I finally opened the boxes, you know, saying, oh, I'm gonna rock this one now, it smelled like mentholated spirits. You're not supposed to keep perfumes for that long. And also, mind you, when you store your perfumes, you have to keep it in a pretty darkish setting and cool room, because it does evaporate with time and the smell just changes to mentholated spirit faster. So dark, cool room. Now, I do have a few favorites I love, but that's not even the point of this video. Now, when it comes to perfume, let's be clear, hygiene is most important. A lot of people spray heavy perfume on them and think they smell good. No, you actually smell terrible. Now, everybody at this age, if you're going to start using perfume, you should know your type of body. Everybody has a different pH, has a different scent. So you have to know the different notes. Are you a woody person? Are you a fresh person? Are you a powdery person? And the list goes on. Me personally, I love powdery perfumes because of the way my body is formulated. As much as I love the way some woody perfumes smell, it just doesn't go with me. It's gonna make me smell very harsh. Now, the only woodyish perfume that kind of works for me is this one, is Oud for Greatness, and you would not believe I have had this perfume. It's still about halfway. I've had this perfume for almost 4 years, and the only reason it lasts so long is because it's so effective. Like, you just need a few puffs, and also I have sentimental attachment to this perfume. Now, my most favorite perfume would always be from Amorage Guardian. It is powdery, it's slightly sweet. You feel like it's almost oody, but it's not. Read up on your notes. Oh, Via Veluto. I am obsessed with this one. Now, this is a niche brand. I do have a few niche perfumes. They do range a little bit more expensive, but this one lasts so much that even after you wash your clothes, it still smells amazing on it. Now, one of my favorites, also bottom notes I like to use, is this one. I told you it costs only about 48,000 at this one, but it's an orange based perfume, and when I tell you it keeps me fresh for the whole day, like, I like to spray this first on my body before I hit the other notes. But you also need to know how to combine the different notes. A lot of people just mix a bunch of different perfumes and think, oh my god, you're gonna smell fabulous. No, you smell bad. The chemistry ain't chemistry. Now, this perfume was a gift to me. Now, you also have fabric perfumes. There's some you shouldn't put on your skin because it doesn't work. This works magical on fabrics, and also the Oud for Greatness works amazing. When you walk in, people are like, oh yes, she's arrived. Now this one, the Burberry Gold, I love it. It has that rich anti effect, and they played me when I was in Doha airport. They said, oh, buy this over here. It's only here you would find this specific one. And when I did get to Romania, I found it. It does smell amazing. Now, like I say, I stick to fresh, powdery, slightly sweet, not extremely sweet, because then it just erases what I smell like. Now, one thing you guys need to understand is just because the perfume is extremely expensive doesn't make it great. Especially this holiday period, they're gonna be in the airports trying to sell you all kinds of hula baloos. They will tell you how the essence was extracted from the mountains of Zion and blah, 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 blah. Don't fall for it. Like I say, learn your notes, learn what your body calls for, and go with it. Now this, you see how fancy and beautiful this bottle is? This right here? And funny enough, I smell this on a lot of people in Nigeria, the so-called big boys. They spray this on the girls. Now that perfume was gifted to me by a friend, and for people who buy their friends' perfumes, they should ask you what you like. Don't just randomly buy something for me because it might not work. Now, when I got this perfume, I was so excited. I loved the bottle. It just worked perfectly with my shebang bang over here. And Lord have mercy, when I sprayed it, it smelled like dirt. It smells so bad. And I said, okay, you know what, let's use it for a fabric perfume, you know, and then we'll soften it up with some powdery and sweet. It just made it worse. So no matter what they tell you in the stores, don't just buy things. This perfume, as of then, was about almost 400,000. I don't know how much it is right now. And it is completely full and useless to me. Now, when I try to explain to my friend, listen, this doesn't work. Like, you know, it's very hard not to come off as ungrateful. And they were not understanding what I was saying. So you know what I did? I sprayed it on my hand and did this. And they're like, what's that? I said, oh, you don't like it, huh? You don't like it? Okay. Now, apart from perfumes, to make yourself smell completely divine this period, I always recommend after you come out the shower, please, for those of you that have a problem and you're constantly fighting with lotion, please lotion your body. I beg you in God's name. First of all, you look ashy, you look mad crazy when you're trying to talk to a girl. You just look bad. So for your perfumes to last the longest throughout the day, especially if you're wearing long sleeve or you're going to work and you're doing hard labor, you have to layer your perfume. Now, number one, you have to put a nice thick balm lotion all over you. You know, not thick that you're stacking it up. And then after that, you layer yourself with these perfume oils. Now, the great part about perfume oils is you can literally take any scent you love the most. And maybe it's very expensive and you can't afford it. You can take it to a perfume shop. They are all over. They are on the mainland. They are on the island. You can take it to a perfume oil maker, and they would make you the exact same perfume you love into oil. And for the nights, I like to use this, you know. Okay, I used to use my perfume to go to sleep because I can't not go to sleep smelling fabulous. But recently I started using a lot of body mist. It's softer, it's nicer, it's calmer for the skin at night, okay? So yeah, this is my go-to. Like, normally I do love Aventus Creed, but I don't usually like oils that have very dark color because I always have this crazy idea that it's gonna stain. So yeah, that's my little December advice for fragrances. Remember, just because it's expensive doesn't mean you should use it. Learn what works with your body. Your body has a natural flow, and you don't want anything that overly changes that or masks that. Get yourself perfume oils and get yourself body mist, and especially ladies, have some little ones in your bags. If you're wearing long sleeve on a very hot day, I don't know what's going on with December, it's bad, you know, just have a little perfume in your bag to top up. And remember, sweat and perfume do not go together. Please, you guys smell crazy out there in the streets. Like, you'll be talking to people and the smell, like, I don't care how fine you are, how beautiful you are or handsome you are, that smell is almost, yeah. Ooh, I just saw one of my very, very favorites is the Van Cleef. I always have an extra unopened bottle in my house because this is pure goodness. This is come into the room, feel welcomed, you look like an angel, smell divine type of vibe. It's not a rich auntie vibe, but it is a fresh from heaven kind of vibe, which is equally as awesome. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for my next video, which is about hygiene. Not my next one of the ones before the end of the year. Kiss, kiss.